In this video, is Marquez having doubts over his return to form? In 26 years, I have learned to never say never, says Valentino Rossi. Our new device is not perfect yet, say the Suzuki duo, and the future is looking bright for Tech3 KTM boys. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. Still recovering from his injury and 3 surgeries from last year, Marc Marquez is finding life harder than he originally anticipated. He was disappointed after the summer break with his physical condition before the first round at Austria, and adding to the woes was the nature of the track and the round 2 on the same track just 1 week later. Speaking about the pain in his right shoulder, Marc said, "This is not the best track for me. I suffered a lot as some of the braking sections are very demanding. Here the right shoulder is very stressed. At first I feel competitive, but then as the minutes pass, I start to suffer and I have to survive. But this is not new to me." Speaking about the ultimate goal, Marc continued, "The idea is to go back to being Marc I once was, but I can't promise it, since no one knows. I always work and I keep the expectation of returning to being the rider I was, but I must be patient, trying to take one step at a time without being in a hurry. As I have said several times, the intention is to return to rediscovering the sensations of before. I don't know if I will go back to being the Marc I used to be. I have to find my instincts. I have to find the competitiveness I had before the Harris accident. Obviously, my rivals are improving and getting stronger, but I don't have to be frenetic about it." Valentino Rossi announced his retirement a couple of weeks ago, but incidentally, that was the same race weekend when previously retired Dani Pedrosa made his wildcard appearance with KTM, and Cal Crutchlow came back to replace the injured Franco Morbidelli. This led to the media wondering if it would be a complete stop, or might the number 46 one day ride competitively again, either in testing or as a wildcard. Responding to these questions, Rossi said, "What I have learned in my career is never say never. So at this moment, I'll say I don't think so. But compared to Danny and Cal, my problem is that I am older. But why not? I think that anyway, I will miss riding the Motogp bike, so maybe I can have a chance to try. For sure, it is something that I will miss deeply, so why not? But at this moment, we don't have any program. For me, one story is to try the Motogp bike in a test or on some private test day. Another story is to make a race like Danny or Cal, because to make a race weekend is difficult. But if I did a wildcard, I would prefer some good track for me like Mugello, Misano, Barcelona or Assen, I think." After the long-awaited ride height device arrived on the Suzuki GSX-RR, Johann magically jumped from row 4 or 5 for the start of the race to row 2 and even managed to get his season best result so far of P2 on the very first outing of the device in race trim. However, just 1 week later, the magic seems to fade away a bit as the world champion yet again started the race from the 3rd row with his teammate unable to make it out of Q1. Even in the race, Rins was circulating in P11 or P12 and Mir struggled to get close to Zarco in P4 before he made a mistake and was nowhere close to the pace of the top 3. So the question remains, Ducati have been developing this technology for over 2 years and the other manufacturers also have had a year and a half head start over Suzuki. So is Suzuki's ride height device on par with the others or does it need more work? And confirming the theory that the new device does not seem to be fully developed yet, the world champion said, "It is not completely finished yet. We have the device, that is most important. But now we need to work on collecting data for the engineers so that we can improve it. But I am not worried yet." And teammate Alex Rins, who is finding it a bit difficult to get used to the new device, added, "We are getting used to it, but it is not easy yet." And after the confirmation of the graduation of both Remy Gardner and Raul Fernandez to the premier class in Tech 3 Orange, the future of both Danilo Petrucci and Iker Lecuona looked bleak for a while. However, now there are rays of hope appearing for both of these riders. Danilo Petrucci confirmed that he spoke with Petronas SRT to extend his stay in MotoGP paddock, but also admits that Petronas pulling back the sponsorship from the team does not bode well for his chances of moving there next year. The Italian also has promising prospects outside the paddock. He already has a real offer from KTM to try his hands on Dakar, and he is also in talks with Ducati for a place in WSBK. So overall, not so bad. And amid all the Yamaha Vinales, SRT and Petronas debacle, Iker Lecuona finds himself as one of the favourites for one of the Yamaha SRT seats for next year. Iker said, "So far nothing has been decided, but the possibility at Petronas exists, that's for sure. Petronas Yamaha has not yet signed 2 riders for 2022, so I have an opportunity there. But in this world, you never know what is going to happen, so I am just focusing on the next Grand Prix." If you made it till here, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. To stay up to date on all things MotoGP, hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.